Al Wasl would be looking to make it 4 wins from 4 tonight and guarantee themselves a spot in the knockout phase of the competition. They take on an Al Muharraq side who have played 1 game more but know that they must also win if they have aspirations of going through to the qualifying rounds. So Al Wasl sit pretty at the top of the table. 3 games, 3 wins. A win or a draw tonight will see them progress to the knockout phase. But Al Muharraq, who have played 1 game more, will be hoping to pick up the points tonight and cement themselves in that qualifying spot as well. 30 degrees over in Dubai at the Zabeel Stadium. 50% humidity as well. That's down a little bit, so that will be a little bit easier for the players as the 90 minutes will transpire and play itself out. These 2 sides met. It was the last game for Al Wasl, but Al Muharraq played 1 game more, and it was an Al Wasl victory, 1-0. The Yellows scoring with just 3 minutes left in the game. It was a huge goal for Al Wasl to keep that winning momentum going and ensure that they are 3 from 3 and are literally a point away from qualifying through automatically to the knockout stage of the competition. Al Muharraq, though, they started the campaign very well with 2 victories at home against Al Wahdat from Jordan, a 4-0 win. It was a big win as well. And then that 1-0 away win at Eshtagal. But the wheels came off against Al Wasl and Al Wahdat, who they had to change the fixture and play their matchday 5 fixture as their matchday 4. So this will be their 5th game, and it is their penultimate game. They will face Eshtagal in the final game of the campaign to see if they can qualify and get themselves through as well. Lots of changes have been made by Luis Castro to his Al Wasl side. Of course, a side that was formerly coached by Maradona back in 2011 and 2012. And whilst Maradona did win over the fans, unfortunately, he couldn't win enough games to secure a longer stay over in the United Arab Emirates. They finished 4th in the league, the UAE Pro League Al Wasl, which is how they managed to qualify for this Asian Champions League 2. It is, of course, the West Division, and it is Group A action. 2 teams will progress through to the knockout phase of the competition. As you can see, everybody keenly awaiting the players' arrivals out onto the field of play. Family and friends all in attendance, and always good to see youngsters at the football as well. That's vitally important for the development of the game globally, that the next generations do ensure that they go out to support whichever team, wherever it is. When you talk about league form, Al Wasl currently 4th in their league. Al Muharraq were the Bahraini champions. It's their 8th appearance in this competition. They last appeared in 2021. They're currently sitting 2nd in the Bahraini Premier League. Only managed to concede 2 goals in the 5 matches that they played domestically as well. Players in the tunnel, almost getting all set to come out. It's going to be a big game and a big occasion for quite a few people tonight. And Wasl, of course, they'll have 2 games left after this, so they've got lots of bites of the cherry to ensure that they go through. They've looked pretty good. They scored 10 goals and only conceded 2. Seven different goal scorers as well with those 10 goals that have been scored. so far in the competition, so they are sharing it around, but defensively they're keeping things nice and tight. As mentioned, Al Muharraq, 2 wins in their opening 2 games and then 2 defeats means they know they've got to try and get something from tonight's match to ensure qualification from Group A. So Al Wasl, who are making their first appearance in this competition, will be once again looking to go all out for 3 points at home today. Having scored 7 goals in their opening match in this Asian Champions League 2, things have continued to shine for the Cheetahs. 3 points from the reverse fixture against tonight's opponents has helped them to cement themselves at the top of the table in Group A. And with goals being shared around the team and a tight defence that has only conceded 2 goals so far, this campaign looks good for the side from the UAE. Al Muharraq, on the other hand, know that they must get back to winning ways, having already played a rearranged game earlier that resulted in a loss to Al Wahdat. They know that this is their penultimate game of the competition. It started so well with back-to-back wins, but with 2 losses in a row, they really do need to turn the tide. In the last game, it didn't help having Al Walid sent off with just 23 minutes gone, but they showed great spirit and determination to stay in the game. Al Wasl take on Al Muharraq from the Zabil Stadium right now in the AFC Asian Champions League 2 encounter. So handshakes and high fives all round. It's almost time to get going and see where this game will be won and lost. Some big boys on display tonight, and it's going to be a battle. There is no question about that. Al Wasl do go in as favourites, having had those 3 wins, but Luis Castro makes a raft of changes for tonight's game in the side that they beat last time out in matchday 3. 6 changes in all, and it starts with the goalkeeper, Mohamed Al-Qayoudi. Adrilson, the Brazilian, will slot into the centre-back position, whilst the Portuguese right-back Malheiro makes his start. Alicela and Serginho will be out wide, whilst the Argentinian Nicolas Jimenez is the final inclusion in that starting 11 of 6 changes. Handshakes and pennants exchanged. Tariq Al-Katam, Indonesia, for tonight's encounter over here in the Middle East. Looks as though a little bit of a slight confusion there over who's going to kick off and who's going to change ends and what's going to happen. It certainly looked as though Al Muharraq wanted to change things up. They've had to change things up, just the one change for them, and it's been forced. The red card shown to Al Walid in the 23rd minute of their last games against Al Wahdat means that his experience is going to be sorely missed. He's replaced by the 33-year-old Serbian Lazar Dodevic. He had a starring role in matchday 2 when his side beat Esteghlal from the Islamic Republic of Iran. But with 6 different goal scorers in the competition so far, the centre forward Elliot Simoes is vitally important for them tonight as the Angolan international looks to try and add another one to the solitary goal that he got on match day 1 in a 4-0 win against Al Muharraq. So it's an Al Wasl side that go in buoyed, full of confidence. 14 league points they have at the moment. They've only lost 1 league game out of the 7 that they've played so far. Al Muharraq, they're unbeaten in the league, but the 2 draws is what's keeping them in 2nd place as opposed to sitting pretty at the top. Well, they had a good go, did Al Muharraq, when these 2 sides went up against each other. It was that 87th minute, the winner from Diallo, that separated the 2 sides. And you just wonder, 6 changes that have been made for Al Wasl, if that's going to play its part. Look, follow the goalkeeper, big 6'2", 33-year-old international, who got the best goalkeeper of the Arabian Gulf Cup in 24-25. He's going to keep goal for the Bahraini side. Countdown's on, countdown's finished. Kickoff commences with Al Wasl kicking from right to left in the yellow strip. Straight away, Malik looking to get on the ball. He'll be sitting just in front of that back line, getting on as much as he can. Hugo. There's Malik again. Keep an eye out for the Syrian international. Malheiro, Portuguese starlet that's been brought into the right back position for tonight's game. Buftini tried to help that one forwards, couldn't make inroads. So Al Wasl just looked to keep possession. Goes into that wide area. Ali Saleh, another player that was brought into tonight's starting 11. Took a lovely ball in the channel. Decent ball fired into the box as well. Cushioned header just down for Rabia, who clears his lines. Well won back from Malheiro. Serginho just couldn't thread it through to where he needed to. So it's a bright, lively start here for Al Wasl, but Muharraq now are on the attack. It's a lovely ball threaded through and a real chance here. Opening goal. Yes, it is. A cool, calm finish. And for 1 minute and 45 seconds, Al Wasl had the ball before Junior managed to break the offside trap, and the former under-20 Brazilian international made absolutely no mistake. What a cool, calm finish for the man that was signed this season from Al Najma in Bahrain. The 26-year-old showed a lot of composure there. My oh my, what was the Al Wasl defence doing? Adrielson wasn't aware of the run being made by Junior in behind him, and he's just flicked it round the keeper. What a cool, calm finish that was. What a start to the game for Al Muharraq. Just 2 minutes in, and straight away the away side has that early goal. Lovely little give and go as Al Wasl looked to try and break back. Lovely pull back and a real chance here. Jimenez it was, it's broken free again. Ingersen couldn't finish that one off. This time Hugo, who'd pushed up from that left back position, brings the best out of Lutfala. Well, it looks as though we're going to have a nice open game of football here. What a start. Luis Castro looking on and must be shell-shocked. His side had the ball for basically the whole of that 1 minute 40 odd seconds before the ball hit the back of the net against him. Time and space now for Diarra, and again looking to release Junior on that occasion. Dino in charge of Al Muharraq. Wasl trying to probe. Reverse ball over to this near side. Hugo strongly challenged there by Santos. He wasn't holding anything back on that occasion. Big strong challenge from the 32-year-old Brazilian. Juninho, as he likes to be called as well. Ball looking for him again. Juninho with a little header down. Little tug back there, and then the second challenge coming in, and there's absolutely no nonsense from Santos there. Al Saleh getting involved and goes to ground. Everybody just being pushed and pulled apart. The referee, Al Khatiri, have to sort this little one out. It didn't look as though there was too much in that, but Al Haran just getting a talking to, as is Zende. The referee calming that situation down. There's the first one, the little pull back, and then he's gone after the ball again. Just caught his feet. Let's have a look if there's any contact made. It did look as though there was a coming together more than anything. That's why the referee, who was right on the spot, saw it as a bit of simulation, so just said to both the players, get on with things. Adrielson, his mistake not tracking that runner back is what's cost his side the goal early doors in this game. The best thing that could have happened to a game like this, where the away side has scored first and they're biting in the challenges and winning the ball as well when they need to. Tough challenge from the Argentinians. Been naturalised as Jimenez. One cap for the UAE national team. just trying to marshal his troops, and it's a poor ball forwards, easily picked off in the end. There's Malik again, looking to try and switch play. Chest down from Ali Saleh. Jimenez. Little step over, time and space. Sungesan. Well, not the best shot there from Ngesan. The under-23 Ivory Coast international. Has a little bit of pedigree as well. Was signed from Metz in France. Also played for Nice in France as well. Only 22 years old. Settling into his new environment very, very well. Ufala, a big long clearance forwards. Juninho, Junior, whatever you want to call him, in the thick of the action again, helping his side to win a free kick, but it is Al Hardan that has gone to ground. He got caught. Did just go over the top slightly there, Saldana. Forward, a little bit too overzealous to win that ball back. Little chest down, it's a lovely little layoff as well, but the strike from Rezende is always going to go high and wide, was just leaning back slightly. Chest down from Juninho, Junior. A little bit of coolness being showed there by Mohamed in goal. Maleno with that ball forwards. To ground a little bit cheaply, and the referee says play on. On that far side, couldn't make anything happen. Very much wanting to play out from the back. Al Muharraq. That's a little bit of a wayward ball forwards. Santos never going to get there. Andrilson gets it back, has time and space. Ngesan. He is again. Jimenez. Threads that one forwards, the little flick to no avail. Both sides guilty of conceding possession far too cheaply. Malero. Hugo. Wanted it played back down the line, but there's no way forwards for Ali Saleh. Malero again. Malik looking to switch play, concedes possession. It was well read though by Santos. Now Wasl win the throw. It's taken quickly. Buftini. Andrilson again pinging it to this near side. Hugo. Ngesan gets upended. And no prisoners there. pulled back a little bit. The Bahraini bench not happy at all. Wanting to make sure it's from the right position. Jimenez delivers. It's deep, but it's far too close to Wasl in goal. Easy pickings for the big man. See what he was trying to do. Launch it into that channel and hope that the wingers get forwards and get on it. Quite happy with the way things have gone. Nandino. Floats it in, but they don't deal with it well enough. Al Muharraq. Wasl. Slightly wasteful. Layout from Hanan and launch forwards. Pickings and easily dealt with by the Al Muharraq defence. Hugo Gassen. Patience very much ordered the day here from Al Wasl. Even though they trail by a goal to nil. Well read and well done by Lazar defensively. But again, the Bahraini side just giving it away far too cheaply. Nice ball fired in. The time and space, Saldana. Saldana with that little layoff, Malik upended. It was Serginho that was upended, turned on the ball. And then not wanting to take any prisoners there, just went straight through him. Chance here, you feel, from this sort of distance to at least cause Wasl an issue or two in goal. Juninho there. Get it in the wall, so it looks like a 5-man wall. He's just on the edge of the wall, so it is just a 4-man wall there with Juninho just on the end. Smashed into the wall though. Never really going to trouble anybody when that happens. Corner fired in. Big challenge there and a bit of a clash of heads. Santos it was that went for that. Had to be brave and went and attacked the ball. The referee stopping this, of course, for that head injury. Players' welfare is obviously at the top of the list of everything now. There's the corner fired in again. Just caught Buffettini by the looks of it. Managed to win the initial header though. I feel that he will be pleased, Nandini, the way that his side are going. He'll have to go off very, very quickly. The referee saying no, it's not a corner, it was a goal kick. So long ball punch forwards. Just couldn't get a hold of that then. Junior, there is Simoes. Seems to have drifted into a wider position tonight. Last touch coming off a red shirt. Big switch again from Malik. Once again though, there's far too much on that. Skips out of play harmlessly. And Muharraq will just take their time. And Muharraq just trying to work it down the line, move further up the pitch, get into a more advanced position. Kane throws straight down the line, this time just hooked on by Ali Saleh, who continued his run. Malik keeps things simple. Mahiro. Malik again. Ghassan. Saldana plays it out wide. Mahiro checks back inside, and well, you can see the frustration and disappointment just on the left-hand side of your screen there. Saldana had made a run and then had to check back as the cross didn't come in. Ghassan. Malik. Mahiro. Ghassan. Time and space for Hugo. Ali Saleh. Good possession here from Al Wasl. Ali Saleh again keeps it simple. A bit of time and space. Malik steps forwards. Serginho brings another save out of Lufala. Big man down very well and very quickly to his right-hand side. There's the strike, and there's the save. Hugo to deliver. Flicked away, thought about the volley, had a touch. Yellow shirts breaking and pouring forwards. Another corner. The third corner of the game for Al Wasl. Five yellow shirts in the box. They've decided to go to Ghassan. Sclaffed his shot really, didn't make the right connection. Came around the ball, over the top of the ball. That's why it just got pulled and trickled wide. Nice idea, just poor execution really. See the referee just saying, I don't want your time wasting, even though there's only 24 minutes gone in the game. Thought they were taking just a little bit too long there to get the ball back into play. Come Al Muharraq again. He didn't give up at all there. Simoes finds a side netting. Well, the Angolans only got 1 goal so far this campaign for Al Muharraq. Desperate to get some more. Actually played over in the United Kingdom for the likes of Barnsley, Doncaster Rovers, also Salford City. Melero trying to get involved as well. Jimenez, he's dropping deep. The formation that they say is it's almost like a 2-6s with Malik and Jimenez always dropping deep, but they do get themselves forwards as well. Big booming switch from Edrielson. Alisani going to try his luck on the right-hand side for a little time. Does well, skips past the challenge a couple of times, looks for the pullback. Great defending, great block. Oliveira coming across there, closing that space down, the Uruguayan. Corner fired this time a bit deeper. It's gone all the way through to Malik, and there's a judge to have handled the ball as it skipped up. That was Serginho that was there. Serginho handling the ball. The referee straight away awarding the free kick. Switch up is going to make a big difference for Al Wasl. Serginho and Ali Saleh switching wings for a little spell. Solid defending again from Hanan. He's got himself in there to get it back to the keeper. Serginho winning the header, not once but twice. No foul awarded. Castro thought that his side should have had the free kick, but there's a lot of discomfort there. Does Santos. Oh dear. Oh, his foot got stuck in the ground and his knee went all the way over the top there. That did not look good, and it didn't look pretty at all. That could be a huge, huge blow to Al Muharraq. Here's the man that's made the difference. Juninho. Right place at the right time. Edima Junior. Looking on, that does not look good at all for Santos. They may have to make a change here. lively down that right-hand side. That was Ali Saleh's run, and he just couldn't pull it back, and in the end, solid defending right at the death for Al Muharraq. That's what saved them. Santos is all right. Should find out in a moment or two. Little nudge in the back. No, said the referee. Picked off on one by Malero again. Malik helping that one forwards, and Ghassan. Jimenez dropping deep as well. Fired out wide. Malero keeps it simple. Ali Saleh was the contact. The referee's blown the whistle and pointed to the spot. They're not happy that that's been given against them. Lazar it is, with his arms in the air. He can't quite believe it. Lazar Dordovic complaining to the official on that far side. Well, has it been given as a dive now? Now there's a little bit of drama here. Malik not happy at all. There's the ball tucked up the line. Ali Saleh gets there, moves the ball. Oh dear. Didn't look like there was contact made from that angle. Can we see a different angle? I don't think he's touched him. Well, the referee is going to stop this with a drop ball. And it's been given as a drop ball even though the whistle had gone, so the officials communicating with each other, and it was adjudged that Ali Saleh had dived. It's a ground far too cheaply for the official on the far side's liking. Was there a yellow card shown to Ali Saleh? We'll bring you information and news on that in a moment. Ball fired in, but solid defending. Adrielson just cushioning that header back. Both sides guilty of conceding possession far too cheaply. Just saw Malik there. Oh, he's not happy at all, is it? Luis Castro having a right go at the fourth official, the 64-year-old. Oh, we've had real controversy in this game. Now frustration pouring onto the pitch as well. Luis Castro still remonstrating with the referee and not happy that that penalty wasn't given. Oh, why are you scared? He's shouting there at the top of his voice. Oh, that one's going to be talked about and debated all night long. Was it, wasn't it? Didn't look like the yellow card was shown either. Al Muharraq won't mind at all that that's gone their way. It's starting to get a little bit more physical now. Al Wasl, there's a ball forwards looking for Simoes. Cleared up by Malik though. He's back there defending as well. Nice bit of skill from Ali Saleh. That's the wait for support. Malik. Buftini to Hugo. No way through at the moment for Al Wasl. Time and space for Mahero. He is again. Lusan. Space is opened up. Ali Saleh with the ball in. Blocked away by Lazar again. Turn, a lovely piece of skill, just lacking the final touch, and the skipper Ali Saleh trying to make things happen. Been associated and affiliated with the club since 2006, so spent his whole career and his whole life at Al Wasl. Nice ball played forwards from Jimenez, and well, the keeper's had to come a long way again. Look, Fala did just that. As though a Al Muharraq player went down off the ball. There you can see, there's that ball forwards. Oh, look, Fala had to come a long way and deal with that. Saldana made that run in behind again. Looks like they are going to make a change here. Oh, he never touched him. From that angle, he never touched him. That should have been a yellow card for diving. We see the slow motion from this angle. There, the foot gets planted. Oh, there is a little slight contact from that angle. Again, who would be a referee? It's the way he went down, though. When you arch your back like that and you go backwards instead of going down straight away, that's a problem. Malik goes off and Tahoun comes on. So the 26-year-old who has a family, a sporting history. Father was a basketball player. His brother also plays professionally over in the UAE. It's an interesting one because Malik was the man that was looking at pulling all the strings in the middle of the park. So obviously not exactly what Luis Castro wanted. Brave decision to make it 7-8 minutes before half-time, as that's flicked wide from Jimenez. Nice piece of skill. Just leaning back though, and always going to go over the top. Serginho, it looks as though he's gone back to the right-hand side now. Cutting inside and looking for that top corner. Side's been having a bit of joy over there on that right-hand side, but defensively, there's a mistake. Diarra. Simoes. Diarra. Nice little turn from him. Manages to get the cross in as well. Serginho back on defensive duties. A lovely piece of skill from him. Well stopped from Santos, whose knee seems to be all right now. That did look a very, very bad injury. You have to say, Santos has definitely been in the gym working on his quadriceps. He's jarred his foot again there into the ground. He's going to be very, very sore tomorrow, that's for sure. Ungasan. Gave the ball away, but it's been rescued by Serginho. There's the man who scored the goal with just 2 minutes on the clock. 102 seconds it was before the ball hit the back of the net. Serginho with the ball forwards. Hugo puts a decent ball in. Just couldn't get it under control. Jimenez, who made a great run forwards from the middle of the park, just couldn't bring that one down. Better from Al Wasl. Coming in this time, Edrilson yet again. Just going straight through the goal scorer. He really is a nuisance. Edimar Jr. Juninho. Back from Malero. Now the counter-attack's on. It's a great run going forwards as well. Serginho got closed down and got caught there. Just didn't have the legs. Rezende couldn't get past Serginho. Didn't have the pace to get away from him. Jimenez again. Looks for the give and go. The turn though. Saldana. Straight down the throat of Fallen in goal. Another big switch this time. Junior into Simoes. One offside, it's not been given. To ground again has Simoes. Not Simoes, sorry, Juninho on this near side, so he's obviously not right. And Simoes just chasing back to try and get back into position. Hugo was on, but Jimenez electing to try and take it on his own. Played wide to Hugo. Can't get past his man though. Has to come back and keep possession. Tahoun losing out. Hanan just showing his upper body strength there. Such a poor pull forwards though. The frustration there from Juninho. Tracking back in yet again. Oliveira having to put that challenge in. Solid defending, so another corner for Al Wasl. as good as some of the others that we've had as we're into the final minute of this half. Descent firing that one forwards. Decent ball in, but the big man in goal is going to make no mistakes with that. Good hands from Lutfala. Puts it down and just boots it away as he's been closed down, and there might be one or two tired legs in red shirts so far in this first half. They've worked in. They feel that it was. Al Muharraq feel that it wasn't. Let's see from these angles. The ball tucked into the channel. It's a clumsy challenge, to be fair, from Rabi. Doesn't get anything of the ball. Great run from Saldana. Just span and worked himself into that channel. Got clattered into by the number 17, the 23-year-old Rabia. Actually came through the youth ranks. Part of the first team squad for the last 4 years, the 23-year-old. Four minutes of time added on whilst all that's going on. Just playing the mind games there and walking out and away from the goal. Doesn't matter how much Rabia is going to argue, it's not going to change the referee's decision here. Oh, Nicolas Jimenez is the man that's going to stand up and see if he can score. It was Fabio that scored a penalty against Esteghlal on match day 1. Jimenez was on the score sheet, but wasn't from the penalty spot. No Fabio today, no problem. The Argentinian looking to score in his second AFC Champions League 2 match of the season. So Lutfala in goal up against Jimenez. It's Jimenez, and that is as cool as you like. A real cool, calm penalty there. Jimenez just tucking it into the far corner, right on the stroke of half-time to level things up. You would probably say on the balance of play, that's probably deserved by Al Wasl. That's what everyone will be talking about. Was there enough contact? Very coolly and calmly sends Lutfala the wrong way. Nice little side foot. Watch the keeper all the way. Only head down right at that final second. And a little bit of afters to try and get the ball. So we've almost had the 4 minutes, but a couple of minutes of that might be added on at the end of this one. Strong challenge coming in there. Goal scorer, Jimenez just getting a little bit there from Hardan. And Wasl have finally arrived. Here they come again though, Al Muharraq. Such a poor ball. You can see the frustration there from the goal scorer, Juninho, as the referee blows that half-time whistle. A little bit of frustration then from Al Muharraq, conceding possession far too much, but Junior Juninho is the man that broke the deadlock with just 2 minutes on the clock before Jimenez from the penalty spot made absolutely no mistake, sending Lutvala, the goalkeeper, completely the wrong way. At half-time here in its AFC Champions League 2 encounter, it's Al Wasl 1, Al Muharraq 1.
World's best airline for a record amount of time, flying high as the change in the sky. And this year, even best airline in the Middle East, world's best business class, best business class lounge. Next, still a Skytrax 5-star airline. That's a lot of best. And then it happens without the best passage. And you can find it. And for good, you go further because you live. Teaches us how to win, as well as how to accept defeat gracefully, and how to do our best in the next game. For this trail, boys, let your opponents and teammates remember your name. Let play a role in the future of football. You tell me, leave your mark.
Very warm welcome back to the AFC Champions League Two encounter that sees Al Wasl from the UAE taking on Al Muharraq from Bahrain. Started so well for the away side. Al Muharraq managed to score a goal after just 2 minutes. Junior Juninho it was that got the goal, but then that man there, Rabia, conceded a penalty 2 minutes into stoppage time, and it was the Argentinian Jimenez for Al Wasl that equalised right on the stroke of half-time. So all to play for in the second 45 minutes. Al Wasl did look as though they were a little bit more in control of that game. The stats do back that up as well. Had a bit more possession. Over 75% was for the home team. 5 shots on target as well, as opposed to the 1 from Al Muharraq that resulted in a goal. The question is can they make that dominance pay? Ali Saleh has been lively. Started off down that left-hand side, but had to switch to the right-hand side and started to cause all sorts of problems. Samoyes has been lively and busy as well, as Al Muharraq get us underway in the red strip. Simple headed clearance, easily picked up again by Al Wasl. Mohamed brought into the starting lineup today, just kicks that ball out of play, and it's such a waste. Al Muharraq trying to force a high squeeze and a high press very early doors here. Oliveira launches that one into the box, a big long throw. Buffini was with the header. They don't clear their lines well enough though. Oliveira. Solid defending. Bugasan getting his body in the way there and showing his strength. Saldana couldn't bring that one under control, so the throw will go in favour of the visitors. Pressure from Al Muharraq. Mohamed switching play. Nice move from the keeper. Big booming switch from him. Wasl, very deep at the moment though. Trying to play their way through the lines. Big strong challenge coming in from Lazar. Everyone thought he'd given a penalty away in that first half, but the referee said no. And Saleh went to ground far too cheaply, but Saldana certainly felt that one. Samoyes in behind, and it's a simple tap-in out of absolutely nothing. Yet again, Al Muharraq find themselves back in the fray. And just 3 minutes and 20 seconds into the second half, after 1 minute 40 seconds in the first half, Al Muharraq start like an absolute house on fire. Well, again, they didn't deal with the situation. Al Wasl. And the pace there, and the power, and the coolness, all being shown by Samoes. That little jink just outfoxing Mohammed in goal. Lovely piece of skill from him there. Just that little touch, taking it past the keeper, just there, the step over. Just slots it into the back of an empty net, and yet again, Al Wasl find themselves having to come from behind if they're going to get anything from this game. So, second goal of the competition for Samoes. What a result this would be. It would certainly keep this group going and keep it alive and take us all the way down to the final match day. Don't forget, this is the penultimate game for Al Muharraq. They won their first two, they lost their second two. They had a rearranged matchday 5 encounter against Al Haddad that got brought forwards for them. They'll play Estigal in their final game. You just wonder if it's going to be these two sides that who find their way going through. Wasl. This would be their first loss of the competition. Still plenty to play for. So again, Wasl will have to try and sort themselves out. Get themselves back into the game. Dominated possession. Dominated the opportunities and chances, but haven't taken them when they've come along, and that's when teams get punished. And Muharraq showing you that tonight. Saldana tees it up nicely. Big save yet again from the keeper. Serginho had played it all the way through. Hugo was on the overlap, and he fires it into Lutfalla. Good save from him. This time floated in, but Lutfalla on that occasion very comfortably comes and claims that one. Oh, you just wonder if Santos did enough there to put him off with that diving across there. His arms behind his back as well. Lutfalla, though, his reflexes absolutely spot on. Wasl now gets sloppy and concede possession and a free kick. As Jimenez goes in heavy with that challenge. Did just catch him. Wasl look to come again. Tahoun. That's a very clumsy challenge, and it's going to be a yellow card for Al Haddad. Very, very clumsy from him. problem there with the string. Someone have a ring on by the looks of things, so he's tying it all in, tying it all up onto his belt. Taking short. Nicely floated into that far post area yet again. Another big save, as you would expect from the big man in goal, and another yellow card shown. So 2 yellow cards in the space of 2 minutes. Fala, easy pickings for him, as you would expect. Going into the book as well. There's the mistake. So yet again, Al Wasl, their own biggest enemy, not dealing with the situation, conceding possession in very good places for their opponents. And the man that's had a stellar career in the Championship and Division 1 in England. Made absolutely no mistakes in my eyes. Castro just wondering what's going on. To sort this out quickly. Best kick in the world from Wasl. So Wasl looking to keep pushing forwards. Ball floated in from Hugo, flicked away, but only as far as Ali Saleh. Nahiro, Ali Saleh. Going to go all the way back out. Ngazan switching play. Jimenez dropping that little bit deeper to get on the ball. Finds Tahun. Clips it in with the left foot. It's a decent ball as well, and nicely played. Saldana just couldn't get up high enough, and good defending in the end from Lazar and Al Muharraq. The defending absolutely solid there. Al Muharraq now have to defend the corner. And 4 yellow shirts have come short. All fired in from Nahiro. Not cleared far enough. Tahun. Ngwasan. Clipped in from Hugo. It's a dangerous ball. It looked as though Nahiro was coming in behind Saldana there. Wasn't aware that his teammate was there. And you can see the frustration from the 24-year-old Portuguese former under-21 international. Could have got on the end of that. Rapidly approaching the hour mark. Al Muharraq leading by 2-1. Back. Fired forwards, but easily dealt with. just taking his time to get there. Simoes, who's looked very lively since going as a centre forward. Here he is again. Oh, Wasl make a mistake. Simoes forces his way through. Was he bundled over? No, said the referee. 3 massive controversial moments throughout this match. There were 2 in the first half for Al Wasl, and this one as well. Simoes finds the space, goes to exploit it. Was there enough contact there? That is the question. Edrilson looked as though he was scrambling. Yet again, caught out for the first goal. What's he caught out there? That does not look good either. It's a hamstring or a groin there, and if that's gone, he won't be able to carry on. Would have been a soft one, there's no doubts about that. Well, that doesn't look good for Buftini. So it's going to be Vareta that will come on to replace him. The man left out of the starting lineup today, the young Brazilian, just 20 years old. This is how highly rated he is. They have given him a 3-year contract. The loan spell last year with Al Fayha, but there was a no-buy clause there, so he was just purely and simply out on loan there. So Vareta comes on. Saldana has gone off as well. And Diallo is the man that comes on, the 22-year-old that's been at the club for the last 2 years. Diallo was the man that scored that winner against Al Muharraq over in Bahrain in the first tie between these two sides. Switch from Ingersan. Serginho couldn't get past his man. Jimenez. Ingersan. Possession kept. Mahero. Ali Saleh looking to just flick it round the corner and go again. Looking to try and keep possession and work their way through those lines and in behind the defence of Al Muharraq, but unable to do so. Ball back. Al Wasl look to build again. Still plenty of time. Floated forwards. Almost a perfect touch there from Tahoun. Mistake, and this time it's gifted Junior to go through, but Juninho just couldn't skip past the challenge there and lost out. Aero. Serginho. It has worked a little bit better for Al Wasl since the two wide players switched sides. From Jimenez there, and that sounded like a big boot there. It sounded like there was contact. A yellow card has been shown. Simoes goes into the book. He's just taken a wild swing at the ball and just caught the man. There you go. That's why. I don't really think that that was intentional, but considered a dangerous play, which is why the yellow card was shown. It was that scored from the penalty spot. Will he fancy his chances again from this, just a little bit further away? He's standing over it, that's for sure. Got to be a certain distance away, and frustration there. And Nielsen not happy with that. Hugo is there with the left foot. Jimenez looks as though he fancies this one though. Is he going to leave it? Straight into the wall. Poor free kick really, when you look at it from those angles and those turns. Jimenez with the ball forwards. Nicely played by Diallo. Nice touch. One for the give and go. Physical and strong was Lazar. Free kick. It was Serginho in the end that decided to take it. 25-year-old signed from Danish club Viborg for a reported €500,000. Expect a little bit more from that distance and that angle. Throw down the line. Again, easily dealt with. Vareta. Problems from him. Diarra. A little bit quiet this second half, Diarra. Does well though. Nice ball for Santos. And they win themselves a corner. It'll be their first corner of the night. Result for Al Muharraq if they were to win this one. Ball fired in, it's dangerous, headed away though. Wilson it was with the header. Aero helps that one on as well. Serginho having to roll that back to Hoon back inside. Can the cheaters come forwards and steal something here? Popping up on the right hand side, just tucks it into the channel. Muharraq fires it in, but comfortable, easy defending from the Serb. So in the right place. Solid defending. Lazar again putting his head there. Long range effort was always going wide. Wilson just apologising to Lazar. So 20 minutes left of the game. The away side have a 2-1 lead. Finish that way, that's the big question. It's a lovely piece of skill again. Simoes in behind. Quickly off his line though was Mohammed. Needed to be as well. Something happened off the ball there. We are going to have a change from Al Muharraq as well by the looks of things. No, Wasl just trying to keep that ball moving now. Diallo tried the little flick, didn't come off. That was a trip. Ali Saleh did catch him. 2 players down. Stop-start, the game is turning now. There's that trip on Santos, looking to get away from his man. He's been absolutely battered tonight. He's worked incredibly hard. He's had that knee problem when it went underneath him in that first half, and he's managed to continue. And again, just got clipped there as well. Never a good sign, and you're overstretching those calves of Crampon, Junior and Janino. That's a bit of work being done on the big right back, Santos as well. Bruno Santos, who's had a very good game, the 32-year-old. The change is going to be made here by Al Muharraq. There have been a few fans that have travelled from Bahrain to support their team as well. Looking on. I'm going to get those changes now. Referee says no, we'll have to wait. Al-Karani is getting ready to come on. Those changes when they do happen though. Diallo doing well there, retaining possession and feeding it nicely. Just ran out of space. Ali Saleh on that far side took the shot though. In the end it was saved by Lutfala, just pushing the ball behind. Change now. Al-Karani is coming on, as is Tobares. Tobares, the Argentinian. Al-Karani, one of those players that has come through the youth system and been at the club now for years. It is the goal scorer, Juninho, that will go off. Going inside the lead. Defend here from the corner though. Best corner that's played into that near post area. Into the last 15 minutes. Now Wasl with it all to do. Away by the man who's just come on as a sub. Al-Karani, not far enough though. Possession kept. Mahero. Tahoun. It's a decent ball in from Tahoun. Just a little bit too much on that. Didn't see what he was trying to do though. A couple of changes coming as well. Hugo looks as though he's going off. Abdul Rahman is coming on. Gestian is going off as well, and Palacios is coming on, the Colombian winger. The Rahman left back, so that's like for like with Hugo. Changes just freshen up Al Wasl enough to get something from this game. They still trail by a goal. There's Palacios straight away on the right hand side, trying to make a nuisance of himself. Palacios with that little touch inside. Tahoun. We asked the question, didn't we, before the game, was 6 changes going to be too much for Al Wasl? It certainly looks that way at the moment. Still got a lot to do. Comfortable, easy header from Jimenez. Little layout from Diallo. It's over the top, looking with the skipper. Ali Saleh tried to get the cross in, but pickings in the end. Yet again, Lutfala to the rescue. It's quite easy to see why he was voted the best goalkeeper in the Arabian Gulf Cup in 2024-25 in that edition of the competition. He's had one kick that's gone astray, but everything else has been impeccable from the big man in goal. Here's again. Slipped away from Hanan. Not far enough though. Did well with the block on that occasion though. It's a big, strong, powerful header. Diallo adjudged to have handled the ball. Frustration starting to creep in a little bit here now for Al Wasl. Fractionally offside, the flag going straight up. Another change, this time for Al Muharraq. As I was saying, it looks as though he's going to be coming on. So it's going to be Santos that comes off. I don't know how he's managed to carry on playing for as long as he has. After what happened with that injury in the knee, where his knee buckled underneath him, you can see he's really struggling with it. I hope he's going to be okay. But he has definitely been doing a lot of leg work in the gym to build up those muscles. About something, and he's someone that you'd really want to argue with. He's a big, strong lad at 6'1". That right back position. Been fantastic tonight. He's had a really, really good outing. He's going to be replaced by Hussein, number 18, the youngster, 23-year-old, signed from ISA Town. And Bana is coming on as well. Chalk and cheese, the youngster on in Hussein, and a veteran who's been at the club for 10 years, 36-year-old Albana. As you can see, it's the captain's armband. As soon as he runs on, Diarra took his time coming off there. Diarra a little bit too quiet in that second half. Ran the clock down a little bit more. Game management now from Al Muharraq. Al Wasl again need something to happen here. It just hasn't happened for them in that final third. Mahero just couldn't feed that one through. Run out of space. Yep, ran out of space. The referee straight away saying no. And clearly across the line. Abdul Rahman on the overlap, just trying to get that cross in. Down the left-hand side. Serginho looking to try and cause all sorts of problems. Al-Karani, who's dropped into that back line, dealing with it. Another corner for Al Wasl. Decent ball floated in. It's over, everybody. It's the first time that the keeper's come and didn't claim it. And the man that made a mistake for the first goal, Adrielson, let his man run in behind him, makes amends by scoring at the other end and squaring this game all up 2-2. Short corner taken, two men not out there, and that's the first big mistake that Lutfalla has made. He came, he couldn't get anywhere near it. But you have to say, Adrielson has been brave tonight. That's the second or third time he's really thrown himself in there. And and he had to go over the top and got up above Hussein, powered that header home. And we're going to have a bit of a grandstand finish here. Tails are up from Al Wasl. Big diagonal switch. It's just going to comfortably go back to the keeper. Weather and Estegal, they'll play each other a little bit later as well. So that's going to help shape this Group A. Point here is enough though for Al Muharraq to qualify. Just push it away from Al-Karani. Simoy's back inside. What is thrown around all over the place now at the moment. Palacios. Good tackle. Flicked out wide though by Jimenez. Mahero throws in the back post. Diallo just couldn't get there with the power that he wanted. And the header from Diallo. Easy for Lutfala to deal with. Target shows Al Wasl have had the advantage, and a big advantage as well. And here they come again. Palacios tucks it up the line. Decent pullback. Decent block. Not a trigger pull from the skipper, Ali Saleh, but good defending in the end. Diallo. It's come very, very deep as well. Palacios wanted to give and go. Bazar not wanting to take the risk. Calm and cool from the centre back. Got away with that one. Moyes. He's not happy with that challenge, the way that he was sliding in with the stud showing. Play continues though. Just a couple of minutes to go. And we have a little bit of late drama here. There's going to be a little bit of drama because Zende is coming off. Al Maloud is coming on, the 35-year-old. Voted the AFC Cup MVP in 2021 when Al Muharraq went all the way and won it. I feel that they might just settle for a point here. Give them 7 points, but don't forget there are more games to play. They would know that they go against Estegal in their final game, and a win could possibly see them through. It depends on what happens with Al Wahdat and Estegal a little bit later. Mahero will pick that one up. Tahoun finds Palacios. Easy defending in the end. No nonsense as well from Oliveira as we go into the last minute of the game. There will be a little bit of time added on at the end though. Mahero. Now Wasl trying to be patient. Vareta. Tahoon. Big switch from him, doesn't come off. The header away from Al-Karani wasn't the best. Diallo having to come deep. 80% possession Al Wasl have had. Tells you the dominance. Saw their shots on target earlier as well. Look as though they're going to get away with it. Decent ball. Was looked and needed across the face of goal, but it was far too close to Lufala from Serginho. 6 minutes of time added on then. Over the top, but easily picked off, and again Tahoon wants to start things, but both sides again going into that mode of conceding possession. Good tracking back again from Ali Saleh, the skipper. Tabarez hasn't really had a touch since coming on as a sub 10 minutes ago. Tackles and challenges flying in everywhere. Now Wasl just get on with it though. Cramp there. Was that a tweak of the hamstring? He came on as a sub, Tahoon. Is it an overstretch? Been done for dangerous play, but Oliveira did put his head down and scoop his head down. Once you do that, and there's a foot coming up, it's very difficult to award anything against that. There's the goal again. Huge mistake from Lufala. Getting the angles and the height all completely wrong, but Edrilson gets up above everybody and gets in between two players as well. That's a good headed goal from the centre-back. Had to be brave to put his head in there, and was. Too good for Tahoon. He's going to be able to carry on there, so that looks as though it's definitely a nick or a tear. They've used all their subs, so they'll have to finish the game with 10 men by the looks of it. Nice ball played down into the channel. Al Maloud wins a corner. Second corner of the game. Al Muharraq drilled in straight under the keeper. Mohamed just fists it away as far as Simoes. He keeps it simple. Tabarez. Simoes does ever so well to retain possession there. He's edging to go into the corner there. Both sides are just wanting to get this one over with. put Al Wasl into the knockout stage. 10 points. Estigal could get to 12 even if they win a little bit later on, but one of their games is against Muharraq. They've only got one game left, so they could only then get to 10 points. And when you go on the head-to-heads, Al Muharraq winning or losing at home to Al Wasl means that it would be Al Wasl that will finish above them and they qualify automatically, which was the thing that Luis Castro wanted today. He wanted to qualify, but there is still time for a little bit of drama here. Full ball has to cross the line. It didn't look as though it did from our angle. It was close, that's for sure. Been a little bit wasteful, Al Wasl. 8 shots on target as opposed to 2 for Al Muharraq, which has resulted in 2 goals. Could be another one here. Who knows? Going across goal, and it wasn't a million miles away. Well, the substitutes were brought on to inject that little bit of pace, and Hussein, not a million miles away there. That's the full-time whistle from the referee, and it's been a hard-fought draw. The one big thing is that Al Wasl will qualify for the knockout phase of the competition with that solitary point. Still a couple of games to go. Al Muharraq only have 1 game to go, so they will need to win that to ensure that they go through as well. Junior got things underway. Junior Juninho, after just 2 minutes, giving the visitors Al Muharraq the lead before Jimenez from the penalty spot drew things all level after Saldana was upended. Simoes scored in the 49th before Edrilson equalled things up. It's finished Al Wasl 2, Al Muharraq 2.